Hello folks, and welcome back to the Batcave and indeed Farm Sim 19 and the joy that is Little Norton. Been a wee bit busy since I last saw you. That wasn't what I meant to do. Try that again. There we are. That one. So since I last saw you, I've got all those ploughed in and I've got the helper working with the other. Where are you? There you go, him. Yeah, so he's nearly done. Got all the mowing done, as I know how exciting and absolutely thrilling it is to watch, so I thought I'd spare you that joy. What I'm going to do is, I'm a wee bit short on straw, so we're going to get the planter going, so that's set going with that for now. Oh, and I've done it again. Yeah. Hoping you're all in good form, but I do appreciate the folk that bother to leave comments, and I know I'm not the most regular of YouTubers, or even regular at all. Probably shouldn't be making comments like about being regular, but never mind. If I get censored, then ho hum. But yeah, I do appreciate it, as it is just a wee chill out time. Well, that texture worked well, didn't it? One of them. I'll try not to trash that, because what we'll do is we'll get this boy going, and I think we'll have that first field there. I'm going to have wheat, I think. There we are. That's only a little bit of a cheat there. Right, so there we are. No, we're not going to have grass. That's quite sure. There you are. I would just have wheat because you get the highest volume of straw off that. And while I remember species, apologies lad, I got horribly lost. I will catch up. Don't mind trying. Oh yeah, it's a bit wide in the tractor. Oopsie. Right, so where are we with stuff? So, oh, he's done. Excellent. Right, so we'll have a slight change because yeah, because that. Right, so leave him there. Going the wrong way. That one. Now, did you miss any? Yes, you did. Oh, and you've probably gathered by now, but by the time this gets to you, you'll have figured out that actually I've got about a 2-week delay between videos being made and them going up. That's just because I'm doing sort of batch recordings at the moment. Very tempted to join these fields, I have to say. Perhaps later on when we get a bit bigger I might do that. For the moment it's handier just to have multiple crops, because I've just realised what I've done. Right, let's try that. Yes, I've done a driz. Now that's just too quiet. And I do have right, there we go, that's probably better. Righty. Yeah, because I'm going to have wheat in that field over there. And I went up and had a look at the factories. It's not really production. It's a different place to sell milk, which is right enough, I suppose. I might have gone to the wrong place there. Okay, let's just stick it in here for now. Yeah, because that's my... I mean, I have got some straw, but I could do with a lot more. I could always do with more. Right, there we are. Now what I need to do is I need to go and throw some fertiliser around. If I remember rightly, I think... Wee. There we are, one of them. Right. Now the field beside me, that's all going to be silage. And the one beside even, the coos, is going to get split to hay and grass. Because I think you need them. I am planning on using the... Actually, there's a point, let's have a look at that. There was one of them there buildings, and these boys does feeding. I don't know what these warehouses and what have you are. Now I think that's the feeder. You do not have enough money, okay. Really, is that it? Right. I was kind of hoping to see how that fits, but okay. I'm not allowed to see that apparently. Now if I had the room, I could probably put a hairdryer in. I completely forgot about that. Right, okay. And a seed maker, right, so I should probably bear all that in mind. Anyway, for the moment... Oh, don't tell me the plan's actually going to work. No, it didn't work. Well, it nearly did. There we are. So, needle pulling thread, off we go. Oh, tell you what I was going to have a look at. I saw Giants were doing new tractor thingy. So, are you in there? Apparently not. I'm assuming it'll come up as a mod. But I have no idea what size. Oh, is that a big tractor? Is that one of them? I have got it in. I think. I mean, they showed it on a cedar, so it must be a reasonable size. Right. Well, that's a bit careless. I seem to have lost... Oh no, there it is. Yeah, alright. Oh, I see. This is to compete with a wee... not sure about that, because that's a bit of an odd colour. That'll be to compete with a wee class, the 460. 105. What else have we got? 115, 25, 35. So yeah, that's a wee Stockman tractor. Nice. Design active. What the heck's active? Right. So there's active, and if you look in the cabin right hand side, Versu is a verse. I don't know how you can pronounce that. It would be nice to actually get in the cabin. Does it change anything else, I wonder? I don't know. I might have to have a wee experiment off camera and see what that's all about. And I dare say the usual tyre choices. There we go. Right. No. I put that B pillar just exactly where it shouldn't be, but never mind. Now, I should get the whole field this time, and next time it needs lime, I can get rid of that wee edge. There you go, that's the one I'll be splitting into hay and grass. Or, I might put a hairdryer down in the yard. That could be a plan too. That would save an awful lot of faffing about. And if only I'd done that sooner, I wouldn't have sold all the wood chips. But I did, so there you are. Oopsie. Right, there we go, that's that boy. Now who was the other one? Yeah, that wee blue edge, it's lime, and for some reason, well, it wouldn't work. So 41's the next one. So, now before we go any further, let's get put that away. Right, there we are. Let's get this boy going. Oh, alright, I'll start the engine as well. Picky. So I'm going to do this arse about face because it's giants, and why wouldn't you? But at least I realise it's arse about face, I suppose. Right, so what we do? Oh. So stick a couple of headlands in, and I should be able to let him go and do his own thing after that, in theory. Now I know I keep saying I'm going to do an AMS video, MS2 and ACC, and I will, but I don't know, there's a lot of patches going on at the moment. I'm waiting for one with, hopefully the VR will actually give you a single screen rather than a dystopian goggle view, which is not really the best. Right, that should be enough at that end. The other thing is that when I do get onto it, I'm usually halfway through the race before, oh, I should be recording this. But to be fair, everybody's all agog about Flight Sim 20 at the moment, which I get, but given Microsoft 60 quid and an Xbox Game Pass, I struggle with that. But apparently it's the one to have at the moment, and I didn't realise, but they apparently design it so that you can't actually run it flat out with current hardware, so that as you upgrade your computer you then get a reward, which is a bit of an old-fashioned thing to do. Some of you might remember an old chestnut called Crisis. It had exactly the same theory, and yes, hence that, but can it play Crisis? Right, so can we set you going? Whoa, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh god, he's doing that again. Right, okay. What about that then? Can you go that way? Well, if ever there was an awkward way of doing things, but giants tell me it's intelligent, so therefore it must be. Right, let's run away from that. Put it away. So we'll leave him doing that, and we'll go and get the other one done, and then we can get on to that there baling. How are we doing on time? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. So, a lot of fertilising going on, but never mind. Necessary evil. I've also got the class telehandler down at the BGA. So as and when that gets cooked off, oh, that was a bit swift. I've forgotten which one it is. 41. So when that gets cooked off, that'll be ready to go, and we can hopefully get some pennies. I think it pays out overnight. I think it does. Right, sorry, drone time. Oh, and I keep meaning to say, Sooty, when you get a moment, let me know where you are on Twitch, because I wouldn't mind watching, seeing what you're up to. I assume that's where you're still on. Because I have had a look, and I do watch your other ones, and thank you very much for doing them. But I haven't seen any farming sim ones. Unless of course I'm just being dull and missing it. Because New Hampshire is actually one that I thought about, and surprisingly enough never got any further. A bit of height on that. So I'll finish my run going up to Inverness, and the next bit will be Campbelltown, which will mean nothing to most people, but just twisty small roads, big Arctic. It's fun. Some people don't like it, but I just think it's a bit entertaining. Oops, wrong button, that one. But at the moment, due to recent weather, the road there is a bit entertaining, because there's a locally well-known stretch called the Rest Be Thankful, and there was a massive landslip, so the road kind of disappeared. It's a bit awkward. Now they have got an old military road to use, but that's a single track and very twisty. And of course, what the boys doing the road thought would be a great idea is, on a hairpin, Let's put the generators and all the gubbins on the hairpin, because you know what could possibly go wrong. And then get terribly excited when we come up in Arctics and keep out and say, well, how else am I going to get round the corner? But they seem to think we need to be told, so bless them, they're doing a good job, I'm sure. Right, there we are, that's that done. That's one thing about these wheels, they're dinky. So 2 minutes and we're done. Now I should try, I was just looking at the frame rate and I thought, well, that's a bit rubbish. But my CPU usage is up about 60% and I keep forgetting I've got it on, it's encoding on the CPU, so I should probably try it back on the card, see if it's now going fast enough to cope. But I think I might just have got a subsystem that is fast enough to overwhelm the card, which I'm actually not that upset about, because it's now getting on for 3 generations behind, or at least, no, hang on, one. Well, it's a 1080, so however many generations that is, I think it's 3 years old anyway. Right. There we go. But yeah, up to now it's done everything I want of it and then some. So she's been a good girl, but for some reason as soon as I put farm sim onto this rig, not a happy bunny at all. Right, so there's that. What did I do with my there it is. Right. Do you know what, I'll just stick that on now before we forget. I should have probably tipped up and did I get that? That's a bit of a cheat. Right. Silo time. Or straw time apparently. So we're going to have a random straw bale. Right. So you would have to be on that side then, wouldn't you? Oh, that's not good in that frame rate. No, that really isn't. Let's just do that then. That was right though. Not bad, even if I do say so myself, which of course I do. Right, Macduff, so we'll do that. Oh, did I leave? Oh, I left him, you bad lad. There we are, that's you down. I smell a fire. I wonder if that's intentional. Oh, that was ah, no, wait a minute. Right, there then. There we are. Lovely, lovely, lovely. How am I going to... That was clever. Right, well that just shows you. Last time I was up at 10 mile an hour. Now I'm down at 4. Mind you, heavier crop, which is why I'm doing it is so I don't need to be doing that, do I? Right, we're doing stuff. Good, good. Yeah, and the only difference between this one and the other one, apart from the heavier crop, is about 50 horsepower. Now downhill, are great guns there, but as it levels off, oh, oopsie. Right, I think that worked. We'll pretend it did anyway. Yeah, I just thought, well, if I do this, then hopefully by the time I get this done, and I will be finishing this off screen, but by the time I do this, you'll finish seeding the other one. No, other way. There you are, that's the bit I wanted. Oh, I see, it's not an auto. Right, so how the heck am I meant to see that from there then? Okay. Right, so he's done, so there you are. Now actually this boy's got enough to do the cedar, so now for some reason you did throw that one off. Why didn't you throw the last one off, you weirdo? Hey, hang on. Leave that going magically. Yeah, I don't know why those sections won't come through, but they didn't. So let's go and swap over. And actually, that'll probably do it for this episode. I'm making an effort to be okay, well, a bit of tidying up to be done, but I can manage that, I'm pretty sure. Right, so right, there we go. Get him hooked up. Now this is, what, 205? And the whole lot is allegedly, the bit in the back is 100. So, now I don't have the skill and judgment of a giant mathematician, so I could be doing this horribly wrong, but I would have thought a 100 horsepower implement should be okay for a 200 horsepower tractor. That's the thought with that one. And we'll run this over here, and I think we'll just call it. Whoa! Bollocks! Nothing to see here. Move along. Right, there we are. We'll just yes, nothing to see here. Move along. Nothing happened. Nobody saw nothing. Right, folks. Thank you very much if you got this far. I do appreciate it. Hope you're all in good form, keeping as healthy as you can. That's the plan for what I'll be doing while I'm not on the screen. The next video will be AMS, because I've literally just seen an update and it's like, okay, that's the one to do. So it's either going to be AMS2 or ACC, but I think it'll be AMS2 because there's world records to be done there, just because the tracks I like to do nobody else would think of with that vehicle combination, and you'll see why when we get there. Right folks, look after each other, look after yourselves, and thank you for getting this far. See you in the next one. Cheers for now. Ta-da.